Hey everyone, it's Libra again. First of all, Happy New Year 2025. I hope this year brings us new opportunities and amazing achievements. In my last video, I shared why I'm so passionate about graphic design. This time, we're diving deeper into what you need to know if you want to become a graphic designer or illustrator. In the last video, we only scratched the surface of graphic design, but today, let's break it down even more. Let's talk about the difference between graphic designers and illustrators and what skills you need to get started in these fields. So, let's jump in. Graphic design is all about creating visuals that communicate messages. Think about typography, color, images, and layout. All of these elements work together to share an idea in a clear, fun, and effective way. You'll find graphic design in everything from print materials to websites, ads, and more. Now, here are some of the core principles that make graphic design effective. Balance. This gives your design stability. There's symmetrical balance, evenly distributed elements, asymmetrical balance, uneven but still balanced, and radial balance elements arranged around a center. Contrast. Using contrast helps important parts of your design stand out. Play around with different colors, sizes, or shapes to create that wow factor. Alignment. Everything in a design needs to look like it belongs together, so alignment is key to make the design feel organized and easy to follow. Hierarchy. Think about what's most important in your design. The bigger, bolder elements usually grab the most attention, and that's what hierarchy helps organize. Proximity. Related things should be grouped together. This helps your audience understand the message without confusion. Repetition. Repeating elements like colors or shapes makes the design feel consistent and helps build recognition. Space. Don't overcrowd. Empty space, or white space, is as important as the content. It helps your main element stand out. Color. Colors aren't just for looks, each color can carry a message or emotion. For example, red might signal urgency or energy. Typography. Choosing the right font is about more than looks, it's about making text readable and matching the vibe of your design. Unity. All the elements in your design should work together, creating a sense of cohesion. With these principles, graphic design becomes more than just pretty pictures, it's about communicating in a way that makes sense and grabs attention. Alright, now let's talk about illustration. Illustration is all about creating artwork to explain or enhance ideas. You see illustrations in books, ads, magazines, and digital media. It can be hand-drawn or digital, and it really adds personality and meaning to a project. Here are a few core principles for illustration. Composition. This is how you arrange things in your piece. Use the rule of thirds to place important elements at key intersections, or focus on a focal point to guide the viewer's eye. Lines are the foundation of an illustration. Straight lines can create order, curved lines feel soft, and thick lines can make a bold statement. Shape and form. Shapes are flat, like circles, while form has depth, like spheres. Getting comfortable with both will make your illustrations feel more dynamic. Color theory. Colors affect how people feel. Complementary colors like red and green create contrast, while warm colors like red and yellow can create energy. Light and shadow. Lighting adds depth and drama to your illustration, making it feel more lifelike. Texture. This adds realism or a unique touch, whether it's a rough surface or something smooth. Proportion. This is about making sure things look balanced. Caricatures, for example, exaggerate proportions for humor or emphasis. Perspective. Creating depth by showing things from different angles. It helps make illustrations feel more three-dimensional. Movement and rhythm. Position elements in a way that gives the impression of motion. This makes the illustration feel alive. Style and expression. Your illustration style helps define its visual identity. And how you express emotions through it is key to telling the story. By keeping these principles in mind, you can create illustrations that not only look amazing but communicate effectively too. Now, let's talk about how graphic design and illustration work together. Graphic design is all about organizing visual elements like text, color, and layout to clearly communicate. On the other hand, illustration brings emotion and creativity to the table, adding character and mood. Both complement each other. Graphic design sets the context, while illustration adds that extra touch of flair. In many design projects, like websites, brochures, or books, illustrations often support the design. For example, in kids' books, illustrations are key to explaining the story and keeping the visual experience fun and engaging. Both graphic design and illustration help tell stories. Illustration brings characters and moods to life, while graphic design arranges the elements to guide the story and message. Graphic design focuses on practical things like typography and layout to keep designs clean and understandable. Illustration is all about creativity and style, from realistic to abstract. While they have different focuses, they come together to create powerful and appealing work. Whether online or in print, graphic design and illustration are a winning combo. Illustrations can give graphic design a strong visual identity, and you'll find them in logos, websites, apps, posters, you name it. Graphic design isn't just one thing, it has several branches that specialize in different areas. Branding and identity design, creating logos and a visual identity for brands. Publication design, design for books, magazines, and catalogs. Advertising design, crafting ads that catch attention and communicate clearly. Web and UI/UX design, designing user interfaces for websites and apps. Packaging design, making product packaging both functional and attractive. Typography design, creating fonts and making text work within a design. Motion graphics design, making moving visuals, like animations, to make content dynamic. Infographic design, simplifying complex info into engaging visuals. Just like graphic design, illustration has many branches. Each one has a special role. Editorial illustration, illustrations that complement articles in magazines or books. Comic and manga illustration, using illustrations to tell a story in comic panels. Advertising illustration, illustrations used to grab attention in ads. Concept art, early visuals for movies, games, or animations. Fashion illustration, illustrations of clothing and fashion designs. Caricature illustration, exaggerated, humorous depictions, often of celebrities or politicians. Scientific illustration, detailed, accurate representations of scientific concepts. Digital illustration, created using software, often offering more flexibility. Character design, designing characters for games, movies, or animations. Children's book illustration, illustrations that help children understand stories. Map illustration, designing fun, engaging maps. Mural and wall art, large-scale artwork for public spaces. Both graphic design and illustration follow similar steps, but the specifics vary. For graphic design, the process starts with a client briefing, where you gather inspiration, create concepts, refine the design, and deliver the final result. Illustrators do something similar, starting with research, sketching, refining, and finalizing the piece before delivery. You might be wondering, what does it take to become a graphic designer or illustrator? First off, you'll need to get familiar with some popular design software like Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator. A graphic tablet is also super handy for digital illustration. On top of that, creative skills like understanding color, composition, and typography are essential for creating designs that are both effective and visually appealing. And don't forget to work on your communication skills, they're crucial for understanding client briefs and collaborating with a team. To succeed in the world of graphic design or illustration, it's also important to stay up to date with the latest design trends. The design world is always evolving, so being adaptable and willing to learn is key. Skills like market research and analysis can also be a huge asset in creating work that's relevant and meets client needs. Design is an exciting and challenging field. If you're passionate about it, keep learning and honing your skills. In the next video, we'll dive deeper into graphic design theories, common design terms, and plenty of other cool stuff. So, don't miss out. I hope this video is helpful for those of you who are looking to start a career in graphic design or illustration. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below if you have any questions. See you in the next video.